covering news where you live. This is 5 News.
Well, thank you for joining us here for the latest news where you live. I'm Joe Ellison. Before we get to our top stories, let's get a check of the weather with meteorologist Zach Scott. Zach, we have some severe weather that we're keeping an eye on.
Yeah, Joe, we're anticipating we will have strong to severe storms at times this afternoon and into the evening. We've got a big window here where that opportunity will exist, really starting around 1 o'clock. We could see a few isolated strong to severe storms trying to develop parts of the river valley, and then those will shift off towards the northeast. If we can get widespread rain, then that would help lower that severe threat as we go into the early evening hours past sunset. We'll likely see our second chance for showers and thunderstorms coming, with shower and thunderstorm activity developing out in the eastern half of Oklahoma and then moving east through the evening hours, exiting our eastern counties by midnight. Strong to severe storms again are anticipated as we go up the scale. Our confidence grows that we're going to have some strong to severe storms, and then the potential as you continue up the scale for more widespread, even stronger storms. That's what happens when you go up the scale. When you're lower on the other end of the scale, down around a 1 or a 2, a few strong storms are possible. But again, we're right in the middle. So we do think we're going to get showers, we're going to get thunderstorms, and we know we're going to have at least a few strong to severe storms mixing in. 60, 70 mile per hour winds, damaging hail, quarter to up to golf ball size hail can't be ruled out, and then a few tornadoes. Those are the threats that we're going to be watching. Moving forward through future track radar, you could see a few spotty showers, maybe some patchy drizzle can't be ruled out through the first half of your Monday. The best chance for those thunderstorms comes as we get in the afternoon, 1, 2, 3 o'clock. Some of these thunderstorms going to try to get going. They'll shift off to the northeast into parts of northwest Arkansas by late afternoon. Again, these could be strong to severe. We'll watch those. That's wave 1. Wave 2 is the thunderstorm activity coming out of Oklahoma after sunset, 6, 7, 8, 9 o'clock. These storms will be rolling through, and they'll have the potential to pack a punch with damaging hail, damaging winds, and a tornado or two. That exits our eastern zones. By midnight, we'll hold on to a 20% chance of a few lingering spotty showers as we go overnight into early Tuesday morning. 70s today, well above average. We're close to 25 degrees above average across the area. We're anticipating low to upper 70s, and you will notice some higher humidity. That's fuel for the storm system coming in. We'll drop into the 50s overnight with, again, a 20% chance of a lingering stray shower, but most of the activity to the east by midnight. Half an inch to an inch and a half is what we're anticipating, with some heavy rainfall with some locally higher amounts possible, especially in the river valley. Joe?
All right, thanks so much, Zach. Well, we're just over a week away from the inauguration of Sarah Huckabee Sanders as the next Arkansas governor. The inauguration will be held on January 10th. During the historic event, Sanders will become the state's first female governor. She's taking over for current Governor Asa Hutchinson, who is term limited and who has all eyes on him as we wait to see if he will announce a presidential run. Sanders also announcing another pick for her administration. She's nominating Washington County Judge Joseph Wood as the Secretary of Transformation and Shared Services. That means he'll manage the state-run networks and websites, including motor vehicle registration and unemployment claims. Wood is finishing up his second term as Washington County Judge. Now, in addition to Wood, Sanders has previously announced a few other appointments to her cabinet. Jacob Oliva announced as her appointment for Education Secretary after previously serving in a similar capacity in Florida. Captain Mike Hager with Arkansas State Police was named as the next Secretary of the Department of Public Safety, and longtime Buffalo River business owner Mike Mills has been tapped to be the next Tourism Secretary. Meanwhile, in Washington, D.C., the House is expected to vote tomorrow on a new speaker. California Representative Kevin McCarthy is hoping to secure enough support to take the position, despite losing favor with several fellow Republican House members. And on Friday, the government is set to release the December employment report, which is expected to show the recent impact of the Federal Reserve's rate hikes on the labor market. And Oklahoma State Parks offering free guided hikes and free parking at Fort Cobb State and at Great Plains. This will be on January 7th. It's part of the state's first day hikes program to ring in the new year.
It's a nationwide initiative to get people outside and into our state parks, really start the year off on an active foot. And if you're not an avid hiker, no worries, still come out. We've got hikes all over the state, everywhere from a half a mile up to 10 miles.
Now, for all the information you need, including which parks are open, what time they start, and how long those hikes are, you can just visit travelok.com/parks. Well, in Arkansas, you can now buy alcohol on Sundays in 2 more Northwest Arkansas cities. 5 News reporter Rachel Williams spoke with liquor store managers who are already taking advantage of the changes. Take a look.
You'll now be able to buy in Rogers and Bentonville. I spoke to the general manager at Spirit 2 in Rogers, and he's excited to sell alcohol 7 days a week. But for today, he anticipated sales would be slow.
For the election to come out and allow us to start selling on Sunday means that those people that we've been building that relationship with are now going to be able to come here when they need something and not have to travel somewhere else.
In November, roughly 74% of Bentonville voters voted in support of Sunday alcohol sales, while in Rogers, about 71% of voters agreed with the Sunday alcohol sales. But Jamison says he doesn't expect Sunday to be a busy day of the week, especially starting off the year.
You also have January 1st being when traditionally people will either do some healthy lifestyle changes, not drink as much.
But he does expect an uptick in sales.
Probably be on the low end of an increase, 10 to 15%, which is still a very good number.
And with people keeping their dollars local, the legislation is expected to boost the economy.
Let's keep that revenue at home. Let's keep that sales tax revenue in the community. And so that's just one more way that these two big cities do that.
He says Bentonville and Rogers are known as an entertainment hub for tourist attractions, and with Sunday sales, he says it will impact the area.
Mountain biking, concerts, business, it's just such a hub, and you have people coming in and out of the state from all over the world. And so many people, when they do get here and they want to go purchase a drink on a Sunday, I think are many times shocked to learn, well, why couldn't you buy on Sundays? It seems like such an they're just shocked that that's not even an option. So this is just one more way that they support that tourism base, that they take care of the tourists when they're in town.
I also spoke with other liquor stores in Bentonville and Rogers, and they tell me they plan to open next Sunday, January 8th. Rachel Williams, 5 News.
All right, thanks so much, Rachel. Now, in addition to those in Benton County, several other new laws are in effect across Arkansas for the new year, including updates to the tax code and new health care options for educators in Arkansas. We have more info on what's changing on our website. Check it out at 5newsonline.com. And it's day 2 of the new year, and maybe you're still going strong on those New Year's resolutions. For many, that resolution may be to work out more this year or start working out altogether. We had the chance to talk with trainer Dawn Ridgely with the Marvin Altman Fitness Center, who tells us that you eventually want to work out or be active in some way, at least 60 minutes a day, but not to let it intimidate you, starting with walking just 5 minutes a day at first and eventually building up to that longer time. When it comes to the gym, he recommends finding one that feels like a good fit for you and seeing if your gym has a trainer on hand that will do a one-time session with you just to show you how to work out to achieve your goals a bit better. But when it comes to really reaching fitness goals, Ridgely believes setting aside the time is the best way to get it done.
I think the most experience and the most I've had with people being successful with their exercise programs is scheduling the time to do it and treat it like any other appointment. That you have to schedule the time and you have to do it.
Now, he also said that even if you can't work out every day, you need to do 60 minutes of some kind of activity, which can be as simple as doing a little bit of yard work. And for the kiddos, they can work on drinking water every day or find a new physical activity to do at least 3 times a week. Well, thank you for joining us here today for the latest news and weather where you live. I'm Jo Ellison. Make sure to catch up with us again tomorrow right here for more.